I was in the emergency room my third year of med school. And one particular night, I saw back-to-back patients, one who had a jammed finger. She had printouts from the internet saying like, oh, this is why your finger's broken. Turns out, finger was fine, she was able to move it, totally okay. Sent her home with no x-rays or anything. The very next patient was someone who had an ulcer on their foot from diabetes and had become infected, and now was spreading throughout the body, and we had to tell him we had to amputate his leg in the morning. And he too had these printouts on the internet, and he was like, you know, this is why you should not amputate my leg. And what was really shocking here was that you had kind of back-to-back two scenarios where one person came in way too early or like should not have come at all, and then you had a person who came in way too late. They should have been here 20 years ago to have their diabetes controlled. And both of them were like still turning to the internet, and that kind of like made me think, oh wow, you know, in the emergency room you kind of assume that you're the front line of medicine, but you find out very quickly that no, actually it's the internet.
So having seen the way people were drowning in this ocean of bad medical information, we set out to build something that might actually help, though we knew it wouldn't be easy. Every day I come in thinking that I'm working on a really hard problem. The problem we're working on is so multifaceted. First of all, how do you make a machine think and reason about the human body? Second, how do you make humans accept and trust a machine that doesn't have eyes, that can't feel them, to give them advice about their own bodies? And I think I take the most pleasure out of reasoning about that problem itself.
My dad had a TIA, which is a mini stroke. He was on the treadmill, felt weak, had droop in his face, and he slurred his speech, and then he didn't know what to do, and no one around him knew what to do. He told me like months later, and I was like, why didn't you call me? And he was like, well, you were on call at the time. And I was like, why didn't you Google it? And he was like, what am I gonna find on Google? And so why Buoy? If we're successful, we can completely change not just healthcare, but the livelihoods of people and like how well they live, because they'll know what to do. They'll know when to go to the doctor, they'll know when to not go to the doctor, they'll know how to take care of themselves. And that's just incredibly powerful, and I can't imagine like a better reason to go to work, or a better reason to like sacrifice weekends, or a better reason to like not sleep than thinking about the number of people that would be affected in a positive way is enormous.